Welcome to Swan Racing TV.
At Bristol the other night, we had a group message going on, just all the shop guys, you know, because we can't really talk to the guys that are on the road because they're you know, working. But during the race, but we were all hooting and hollering. I mean, we were up to 10th there at one point, going by Casey Kane, and we're just like, yeah, you know. And, my name's Justin Parry. I am the lead interior guy, and I do all the electrical. I wire all the cars and everything on the Cup stuff. And then I have this late model stock car that I run at places like Hickory and Concord on the weekends. So when I'm not here doing the racing stuff on the Cup side, I got this thing. So I'm always racing. I'm a fourth generation driver in my family. My family's been racing since the mid-60s, so it's all I know and love doing it. Try to at least get out about 10 times a year. We're working on stuff for next year and hopefully be able to do a full season. So depending on how that goes is what we'll do. We might race it before the end of this year. I don't know. It just depends. We got motors coming together. They put some new heads on it, and it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. So now they're going to try a cam, and we really need it for like Concord, but Concord shut down. So, but at Hickory, it's fine. It's just working with the shocks, and just kind of took this year off to kind of get better, just kind of like fine tune everything, especially now the guys here at the shop have been helping me get the car better and everything. So it's been a lot of help, and I'm really hoping that we can unload, like just go right to the front. Actually, I just had a little vacation, went and saw my grandfather who's on this racing side of my family, and we went to an old racetrack that's shut down now. It's in Morris, New York, and we it had posted property signs, but we still went out and made a lap with the rental car. And I don't get to see him a lot, so try to get as many stories out of him. I mean, I could sit around all day and listen to stories. So they say that like if he moved down here, he'd be like a Inman, that level mechanic, crew chief. I mean, he built the cars, he set the cars up. I mean, he did it all. I guess I have some of those traits too. So my family, like I said, has been racing since the mid-60s, and the family number has always been 32. So there's a guy that works at CB Products named George, and he comes around here, and he was telling me, or he saw the picture on my toolbox of because I have a picture on my toolbox of my great-grandfather's race car, and he says, man, I remember that I had a jacket and everything. So I called up my grandpa. I was like, this guy's saying that you guys had jackets and stuff, and he says, yeah. So I said, all right. And so when I went up this past weekend, I said, where's that jacket? And he pulled this out, and he ended up giving it to me. But my great-grandfather's name was Pop Wilcox. Steve Meal, who used to work here, actually, his first racing experience he went to, they won that night. So he's been like a huge fan of them since too. And it's just really cool, everybody you meet down here that knows about them. And my grandpa's was a junior, so that's why the junior's on the front. But I just thought it was really neat, you know, to have this piece of history of the family and everything. So, and that, you know, like I say, the 32, that's something that we've always kept in the family, and we're actually going to wrap it next year. I've already got the vinyl ordered. We're going to wrap it just like his race car was from back in the 60s. It's something that, like my uncle, he's always had in memory of him and my grandmother on the car, and I've never really done that. I've been given a lot of crap about not putting something, and so I'm just gonna take it another notch and wrap it, and it's gonna be a retro paint scheme deal. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be really cool, and everybody I talked to, especially my grandfather, he just, when I told him about the idea, he just like mailed me like 50 pictures of what, like every angle of the car, so I could get it exactly right. So it's pretty cool.